Market update on the 13th. So if you want to see the long-term chart, you can look on the video from earlier. I went over it a little bit more. I did change something from the chart earlier. I had the third wave ending right here. I have it ending right here now. The reason why, it just made a little bit more sense for this fourth wave to be a little bit longer, and this is a little bit longer. This actually took 2 days. This second wave took forever. This is pretty short and sweet for this fourth wave here, and I think that this makes more sense to being a third wave, fourth wave pullback, fifth wave right here. So that makes the length of these $36 and then 45, I think, dollars, something like that. So, and based on what I'm seeing so far, unless this would have to extend right here. So we're at 348. My target is around 370 now, just based on this, because before I had this as a first wave of a fifth wave, but now I just have this wave being the end of it. And so we are actually already into the fifth wave of this move right here. Fifth wave of the fifth wave now. And so that means we have a third wave coming to probably like 365, 366, pullback, and another move higher. If you look at the length of these right here, one's $9, one's $10. So bottom here is at 360. We're looking at like 369, 370 for the end of this move. But then if we look at the length, that's only $22, and the other two were $36 and $46. So we can kind of project and just see if it's possible that it keeps on going higher. So 359 would be the pullback. $383. Let's just see. I'm just curious too. 378. And the target would be around 400 for that. So that would be a lot higher than the other two waves. It's possible, but after we get to 369, 370, you're probably going to want to be out of all of your positions. Any long position, I would want to be out, because regardless, even if we are going to go higher, we're still going to make a second wave. So it's going to end up being like that. So we don't know if it's going to go higher or it's a top. And if it's a top, which I think it's most likely going to be the top, then we just completed the overall third wave. So 1, 2, no, that's not right. Getting confused with all these waves. We are right here. 1, 2, 3. And then you're looking at a pullback that can go all the way to 350, potentially all the way down to 340. So you want to be out of all your positions at 370 basically. So I'm definitely long right now, but if it goes below 360, I think it is. No, at this point where we're at, if tomorrow opens up and goes down, actually 361.30 would likely be a good invalidation level, but then definitely below 360. So there you have it. That's QQQ. Look for 370. X. I have it up here, so I'll go ahead and go over it. I'm in this one. I got in at 22. Didn't hit my target yet. but I wanted to buy in because I think it has great upside to about $34, $35. And so I didn't really care about missing out on a few $2 and trying to make it a perfect entry. I think that short term, this can go all the way to 25 bucks in gap fill. After that, I'm not sure. It'll probably pull back first because it ran from 20 to 25 bucks, 25% gain. But yeah, long term, maybe by the end of the year, I see this at $34, $35. Meta, similar to where we're at on QQQ. Remember, this is an extended fifth wave. So within the extension, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're in the fifth wave as well. So this is a final move up for Meta as well, in my opinion. I think that I think it already completed a third wave. It's in the exact same spot as QQQ. So we look at the length of these. We have 259 to 268. That's 9 bucks. 261 to 275. That's 14 bucks. We bottomed here at 269. I would look for 278 to about 283. But maybe I don't think it's going to happen now. There's a gap fill at 290. If by chance it extends and goes there, that's possible. But for the most part, I'm just looking for this to be a fifth wave higher and probably hit 278 to 280, something like that. And actually, that would end up making this that would complete the overall WXY move. So it went a little bit higher than expected, but I think this would be the end of the Y wave. And then after that, we're probably going to pull back and then maybe go higher. Remember, 325 on the log chart is a 1.61 fib, so it could potentially go higher after that. It's kind of a weird formation, but that's what I see on it. Tesla didn't follow this as much today. Did it gap fill yet? It did not gap fill yet. So zoom in here on Tesla. So it's probably got another move higher as well. I would look for the gap fill, maybe a little bit higher than that. This parallel line, I'm not sure where it's coming from. Let's see. So it's actually, if you look at this, let me get rid of the log chart. It's actually going right to the parallel line. So you can see how valuable parallel lines are. We are just about there. But again, I think this is the end of the third wave. So I kind of project it to go something like that, or maybe all the way out here to 320. It's kind of hard to give a projection on that. Let's say it goes to like 270 this week. I would look for a pullback to 245, and then we're looking at something around 320 potentially. So Tesla looks right on track as well. I haven't been following the other tech stocks, so I can't really do a count on them very well. Amazon is just kind of a boring chart for me, to be honest. it really has taken off, but I don't like all the choppiness, and it's not like a clear, like Tesla and Meta are very easy for me to read. So this one could go up to 133 for a gap fill, or it could just stay around here and back off first. Microsoft, same thing. I feel like Microsoft completed its move a long time ago and it's just chopping around now. Apple, I think same thing. Likely completed its move, chopping around here. I don't see very much upside on these. And Google, same thing. They're all just chopping around. So Meta and Tesla have been the ones on my radar the most. That's pretty much it for now. I'll go over SPY. Those are the ones I wanted to go over. QQQ is the one I'm watching the most still. I think SPY is likely to hit 440, which would be basically another 1%, maybe a little bit higher than that, but that should be close to about the same gains as QQQ going to 370. It's a little bit more for QQQ, maybe like almost 2%, but really I think SPY can hit 440 before we back off. So it's kind of risky going long here, but I'm long, and the reason that I am long is because if it does back off, and let's say we get a correction for like a month or two, I have some bearish positions as well, and I'm not really that worried about a super deep correction. Could see like a 7 or 8% correction, but I still think it's going to go higher after this as well. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. I didn't do very many tickers today, but those are the ones that matter the most to me right now: Tesla, Meta, QQQ, and SPY. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe if you like these updates and you want to see more, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.